Well, smack my ass and shave my balls. It's the best damn podcast from Chippewa Falls.
And he looks at him and he's like, "Good morning, all you Hick guys and gals.
Yes.
Welcome to Tales from the Hicks."
That was a good one. I like
You
that.
thought we were going to go into a story.
Well, with the pornos.
Nudie Magazine Day.
Isn't he sitting up in the porn, flipping through pornos?
They are, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't had a carb since 1999.
Yeah. We were talking about Step Brothers. Jason's never seen it.
Never seen it.
No.
He's about to, though.
I would hope.
I'm
tonight.
hoping by the time this comes on that you guys are able to listen to it that he has seen it.
Well, I would hope tomorrow
We're putting it on as soon as we're done.
Yeah, well, I
He'll
would
never
watch
stay
it.
awake that long.
That's what I'm saying.
I was
Hopefully
almost
tomorrow.
sleeping before I came over here.
What were you doing? You
I didn't do nothing today.
Why didn't you get a nap?
You didn't shovel?
I didn't take a nap. Yeah, I shoveled.
Oh, that's something.
I
Oh,
would.
that was done by 8 o'clock this morning. I shoveled my driveway and the neighbor's driveway.
Huh. Who's here today? I don't think we did that part yet.
Not yet.
Who's
Well, you didn't even finish what you were saying.
We're
yeah,
warming
welcome
up
to
it.
Tales from the Hicks.
Oh, I'm Jason.
Who's here with us?
Well, I'm
Hi.
Jason. I'm Jason.
That's Jason right
is-
there.
I think Jason's
and
here.
I'm Chad. Or-
BDC's in the house.
Yep, that's the one. There it is.
This is Ben.
And I'll be Nate.
Oh, okay.
Is Jason here?
I think Jason's
Hey, I'm
here.
Jason.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Shit,
yeah.
there he is.
I'm
Good,
here.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had my headphones were crooked.
Oh, yeah.
They're on the opposite ears.
Yeah, wrong
Yeah, I
ear.
still got them backwards.
We're going 40 episodes backwards.
Into ear infection.
Yeah.
I still laugh at that one when I look at the video where you're messing
Where it
with it.
fucking
Smack
smalls
himself
up.
in the
Oh,
face.
that pissed me off that day. I seriously.
That was so
if it would
funny.
Smash something. None of it was mine. So.
I think that's, if you go back a few weeks, on YouTube especially, you go back a few weeks, there's a video of
The
called
hits.
the Befores.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's on there where Chad smacks his face with the
Mhm.
headphones. I laugh.
Yep.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. I'm super excited about it.
Is that same, because that's just a bonus episode, and that's
Yeah,
where
right.
we're, like there's that 5-minute stretch in there where Jason's like,
You gotta
we're not
cut that
recording.
out?
Yep, we're not recording this, are we? You got to
Cut that out, right?
Are we on? You got to cut that out.
That's getting deleted.
That's getting deleted.
You could delete that, right?
Back then was a chore. I didn't even really know what I was doing back then, so I didn't know if I could.
I still don't know what
That
I'm
was 3
doing.
weeks ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seems like it.
yeah. I think
Lovely.
this is probably episode 42, 43 maybe.
Somewhere in there.
We're getting
Yes.
close to a year.
Ooh.
When is that?
Well, I think
I mean,
March,
technically
right?
52,
March 3rd, I
but-
think, was
Yeah.
the first one, which
March
ended up
3rd.
getting scrapped because,
Yeah.
come to find out, we weren't even recording.
Yeah. There's some gold in that one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, the very, very first episode.
That's where everybody learned where I had to shit in a bucket.
Yeah. So then we had to rehash it in the second first
make
episode.
Make it seem like none of us knew that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I shit in a bucket.
Yeah.
Now the whole world knows I shit in a
That's-
5-gallon
They
bucket.
do.
And it still surprises me every time I think about it.
I'm still trying to figure out why you haven't upgraded to the second bathroom.
You want to know why?
Well, or at least
Because
put
of
the
this,
shitter,
Look at here. What have we got?
I got
or at
the
least put the shitter down
5
there.
gallon guide to success.
That is a New York Times bestseller. Jason got a book.
I wrote a book here.
Jason wrote a
Santa
book.
bring that?
God, I was actually hoping there was 0 letters, nothing in it. Just
It's all pictures.
So,
Have Bren read some of that.
is this the same guy as Ben?
Chad, there's no pictures.
Yeah, we established.
There's no like 3D pop-ups or anything in
No.
there.
Well, you just read the back, isn't it? And that's how you get your book reports.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Try it.
no,
So,
I did for 12 years.
So, for those just listening, Jason got a book. It's called The 5-Gallon Guide to Success. It's a full-length 250-page book,
250
maybe.
page book.
Has
yeah.
anybody read it yet?
I started reading that. Well, I wrote it, so yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but after it's published, you should
It's his
read
life.
it.
The quotes on the back are fantastic.
Okay. Well,
There's a website called Book by Anyone. and you go out there, you can put somebody's name on it, and you answer 5, 6, 7 questions or whatever about them. You put down their where they work, their family members, their friends, their hobbies, their likes and dislikes, and some of that stuff like that. And you can just click OK, and AI generates an entire 250-page story.
Did it say anything when you said dislikes dyed hair?
No, I didn't put that in there.
That'll be the second sequel.
Yeah.
Sequel.
Some
sequel.
of the things on the back, praises for the 5-gallon guide to success. Jason D. Lytle pours his heart and soul into every page, revealing how persistence, innovation, and a simple 5-gallon bucket changed his life forever. This guide isn't just a business manual, it's a testament to the power of vision. Entrepreneur's Daily Chronicle. The 5-gallon guide to success is an exhilarating ride through the ups and downs of entrepreneurship. Jason D. Lytle's storytelling is both authentic and motivational, making it a must read for budding innovators.
I mean, that's something you should read on the bucket.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Bucket reading material.
Yep.
A good picture on the front, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably just climbed off the bucket.
Right. Right.
Yeah, he's standing with his arms out. and-
That's awesome.
Success.
So what have you been up to, though?
Well, we got a little bit of snow here last night, maybe,
Yep,
or night
yesterday.
before, what it was.
Yeah, that'd work.
We got maybe 3 inches of snow, and they canceled school because that was.
Well, yeah.
We were supposed to get more, though.
Yeah.
Dude, I had to shovel the driveway with like 10 inches of snow and then get on the bus before school.
I know.
And still go to school.
You guys went to Chippewa. It was even worse than Cadott.
Yeah, well, I imagine. Yeah, that lake effect.
No,
from
I mean, as
Minnesota.
far as like, when they never canceled fucking school in Cadott.
Oh.
I'd see Chippewa schools closed, Cadott open. Fuck you guys.
You're on the wrong side of the street.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, you were? Isn't that the
Yeah,
cutoff,
That's the
actually?
line. Yeah, if I lived on the other side of the road, I'd have gone to Chi High.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, there's more snow on the other side of the road.
Yeah.
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 Lake effect.
I heard that your kid, your oldest kid, shoveled the driveway yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday. Well, see, what happened this fall, November or something, the neighbor guy had his knee replaced. So he was asking Tanner if we got any snow, if he would come over and shovel his driveway for him, help him out. Oh, yeah. You know, they didn't have school, and he shoveled our driveway, but he couldn't walk to the neighbor's house and shovel his driveway.
He should have drove.
Well, he could have. And so today I was letting the dog out, and then I looked over to see if he went over there. No. So I had shoveled our driveway, and then I went over to the neighbor's house and showed Jesus.
How you doing?
You're just going to hold the mic today?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
That's good.
And then I went over there and shoveled. But I did take him out around the yard, or around the block in the snow to, let him know what it's like to drive in the winter. So, and his does not have traction control or stabilize or none of that shit.
His Grand Cherokee doesn't?
Mm-mm.
Huh.
So, like, the old times, you can go around the corners and you can, like,
Kick the ass end right out.
fishtail it.
Yeah.
And so we got out in the road, and I go, well, step on it a little bit. Well, he did, not knowing, which I didn't want to tell him what was going to happen, but sure as shit, we were looking into the rhubarb, and I said, well, you might want to let off the gas. And then, holy hell, he said. I go, well, we weren't even out of the driveway. Literally, we didn't even get to the corner.
Huh.
And I'm like, well, there you go. So I said, no, step on it a little bit. And we were maybe 25. And I go, now slam on the brakes. And you just slide.
It must have ABS, though, right?
Kinda. It kinda doesn't. Yeah, it kinda works.
I mean, the best thing.
It sounds like it's grinding really bad, but.
Oh, maybe not working the best then.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But
I mean, the best thing when I was a kid is I went to the fucking Prangy Way parking lot in the wintertime.
I know.
That's how you learn.
I know.
Fucking around doing donuts and shit, you know.
So when we got to the next corner in 40th and going east there, I go right in the corner. I go, now step on it a little bit. Well, that really made the ass end kick out because
Yeah.
now he was going around, But so I made him go around the block and slam on the brakes and step on the gas, and then I go, well, now you know what it's like. I made him stop. I go, now step on it, and you just sit there and spin because that's what happens on ice, So, but we put it in 4-wheel drive, and that kicked on. I go, all right, now try it, and it takes off. You can actually go.
Yep.
So that's what I was up to. Not much.
Throw a couple sandbags in the back for him.
He's gonna need it because the ass end's pretty light.
Yeah. There's no weight back there. So
There ain't nothing back there.
And I mean, you got 4x, but still be nice to have a couple sandbags back there.
And I told him, I go, that doesn't work real good on ice. I mean, it'll help you go, but it doesn't mean you can go 50 miles an hour when it's icy, because all that means is you're going 50 miles an hour into the ditch.
Yeah.
You got to really pay attention to what the hell you're doing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everybody gives me shit for driving like old grandpa, which was fine, but I was never in an accident. And I hit a fucking telephone pole, but that wasn't my fault. That was icy. That was not my fault.
Oh.
It was
Isn't that what you just said driving like that avoids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was going down a hill, the Painted Wall Hill.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, it was Hill's fault.
It was the telephone pole.
Can't fight gravity.
You couldn't.
Right.
That was... Shut up, you guys.
I mean, that was pretty much your whole
Everyone
gig.
yells at me for driving like a grandpa, but I never had an accident. Well, I had a telephone pole one time.
Well, I slid in.
But it was icy.
It
so
was
I-
icy.
Except cheese curds, I never get. Well,
Right,
except
never.
always, yeah.
Never.
Sometimes, yeah. But most of
Sometimes
the time,
always
yeah.
Almost always.
got a shit.
I got a shit. Makes you shit real bad.
But we found out what that was called now.
Yeah.
Lactose intolerant.
No.
No, the other big word.
Yeah,
Started with a K. I don't remember what it was.
I thought it was...
gastrobiology chemist.
Oh.
Jason, I'm sure, remembers it.
That's what I got.
17 syllables.
Mm-hmm.
He's got it figured out.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we did that. Went around the block, and it was fun.
And shoveled.
And shoveled.
Check.
And we had pizza with squares today.
Oh.
From Papa Murphy's.
Oh, yeah, that place. That's the place where it's take and bake? Or,
Mhm.
You have
only?
to go and buy it and come home and still cook it.
Yeah, I'll just do
I
the
don't-
jacks.
I like it, though. I love
It's
that
very
pizza.
good pizza.
Well,
What's the one where they'll cook it for you?
Papa
Well,
John's.
there's a whole bunch of them.
Well, I know, but I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh,
Papa John's.
Pizza
I think.
Hut.
Oh, that's
Domino's?
The one. Domino's.
Domino's.
That's the
That's
one.
carnival
Pizza Hut
kebabs.
has their Christmas box right now. So that's cool.
We
I
had
meant
Little
Papa
Caesars tonight.
John's or whatever.
You had Little Caesars?
I bought a pizza kit, a Little Caesars pizza kit from a fundraising thing. I just did it today, so I haven't gotten it yet, but
You got to build it yourself?
I don't know what it is. It was a fundraiser thing, so I'm just like, sure, I'll take one.
So
Give me
now,
one of
not
those and
only
a
do you
donkey,
have now
I was
you,
going to say, I'm a donkey.
now you have to make your own pizza and then
Doesn't-
cook
yeah,
it.
right,
Jesus
yeah.
It's
Christ,
for the kids.
you're gonna you're gonna starve to death probably.
No,
Not if he does it on a Sunday afternoon.
Oh yeah, Mama.
Mama, can you come over a little early and make my pizza before my bath?
I was
Yes,
going
Nathan, that's no problem. Daniel will need to leave a little early today.
I was going to ask what time she was over here to snowblow at the studio.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
You don't sound convinced.
Chad, what you been up to?
Jason, your wife ordered one too, by the way.
Whoa. So
What?
it looks like you guys both get to make it.
Maybe you can do it together.
I don't know. Each kit makes 3 pizzas.
There you go. That's,
I don't know what it
sounds
is.
like a party.
I don't know. It was $25. I was like, it's for the kids.
Right.
Cool.
Chad, what do you do?
I work at Wisconsin Minifab.
Oh,
Or what did I do?
but really, you're a podcaster.
A podcast. Yeah. But
What you been up to this week?
A social media influence.
influencer. Yeah, they make millions. Yeah.
How's your OnlyFans page?
Good.
Still only that one fan.
Yep. Yeah.
Is that you?
Yeah, it says something about an admin. I don't understand what that means.
Her name starts with N and ends with Uzzin.
Doesn't.
That's what she's been doing. I knew it. I seen her this week.
Stalking your OnlyFans.
Yeah. She can come over and get the real deal.
Wow.
Well, we know that.
Yeah.
The OF just gets her primed.
Yeah. Worked. Shot darts. Went to a bar for darts this week on the Rocks, which used to be formerly something else, and then formerly Dewey's for the longest time. First time that I've been there in a long time, but it's kind of turned into a pool hall.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it was nice. It's bright in there and seemed clean, So
Yeah,
it was interesting.
I mean, yeah, seems decent.
Yeah.
Probably not my cup of
Forte.
tea.
Yeah.
but,
Yeah, mine either. I
seems
definitely don't shoot
decent
pool.
enough.
Yeah. So did that, and then working apparently as many hours as I want. So that's fun. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Ready for Christmas to be done.
You got my gift.
I do. I wrapped
Good.
that. Yep.
Good.
I mailed it out, so let me know when you get it.
Okay.
Or don't get it. One of the two.
Well, it's not here yet.
It's not? Yeah, see, it's must have got lost in the mail. Yeah, that's really honestly, that's all I did this week. I did order the rest of the steel for my roof, my garage. That's finally in, so.
Did you find a new ride yet?
I did.
Did you actually buy it this time?
I did this time.
Did you
I
actually get it?
Literally
Haven't gotten
got
it
it.
yet?
Yeah, signed the paperwork.
Is it in the driveway?
Paid money. I did. It is.
What is it?
It's a 2020 F-150.
Oh, went Ford.
Yeah. And
Found on road dead.
yeah, first on race day.
Skeeter didn't disown you for that?
Well, he said the same thing when I pulled into his driveway. He's like, Ford? Yeah. I mean, there's so much room in there. Not that I need the room anymore either.
Right.
In the back seat, behind the back seat.
I haven't even been in there, but it
girl.
looks to be
Yeah.
large amounts of room.
Chad's brother has a Ford.
Yeah.
Like, just
Brother?
regular Ford.
Yeah.
Oh.
So when we'd go hunting, we'd sit in there and fucking dude, there's so much room in the back
Yeah.
seat there. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
I drove it. I liked it. I bought it. But it's got 4-inch lift kit,
Oh.
Jesus.
and it's got wide tires.
You need a step ladder.
and rims.
He
And,
found out he has a small wiener.
Yeah, a
And
small
so he's
wiener. Well, I've always known it, but now it's pretty
now
much like
overcompensating.
You confirmed it.
yeah,
You're letting the world know now.
right.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody I'd see before this, it had wide tires. I was like, fucking fuck. Like, I think they're the stupidest thing. Mine aren't super wide, but they are 2.5. I don't know. Rim and tires, guys know what that means. It's 2.5 out. So I don't know if that's truly 2.5 inches out past the wheel well.
Which is illegal, isn't it?
I thought it was, too.
I
I'm not
thought
sure.
Wisconsin, the most it could be outside of the wheel well was an inch.
Yeah, well, these are
I don't
more.
think it's supposed to be outside the
I
wheel
didn't think it
well.
was at all.
Oh, I
probably
thought
not.
it could be an inch, was what I thought, but I could definitely be wrong.
We'll find out. I mean, I think
But I
that-
see people like that all the time.
But
Right,
that's just
right.
enough. You don't want that some of the shit is sticking. The whole tire is sticking out.
yeah,
Right.
these are actually too much.
No, they're just wide. It probably doesn't work real good in the snow.
Well, that's just it. The
No.
wide tires suck in the snow.
Right,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Which I don't mind it. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
driving a ton, but
Right.
they what I don't like about it is it throws everything up on
Yeah.
the tire, on
Yeah.
the side of the
Yeah.
truck and the windows, and
Yeah.
You get to go
But-
with those flares on the.
yeah, I'm ordering different ones, so and then I'm actually
Tires.
gonna tires and rims,
And rims,
yeah.
You always did have a little extra flare.
Yeah, just a little. Stop it. But I did price some other ones out that are about a 1/2 inch outside, because I do like the look, just not as far as they are.
Mhm.
And of course, well, why'd you buy it then? That's an easy accessory.
That's
to
like not
change.
buying a house because you don't like the color.
Right,
Like you can,
yeah. So we'll see. I've only driven it for 3 days. Actually, I've had it a week now, and I've only driven it 2 days actually, because the first day it got a detailed. The second day it got some part and a brand new battery put in. All prior to it's just I took ownership. Ownership. That's another one of those dry ones.
Again,
Yeah, Jesus.
Glade and Febreze, if you'd like to contact us at Hicks.
Please.
Tales from Hicks.com.
That one's gonna stick.
I don't think it will.
Yeah. Well, it might. It might.
Nah, I got nothing. Here,
Nothing.
This will
Good.
help.
Hey, there it is. But yeah, that's it. Just working. Got a lot of shit ready for the holiday season, I suppose.
Want to pop on that?
Chad's doing smelling salt.
I can smell it from here.
Yeah, it's. I don't get it. Still don't. But I do got kind of a sore throat stuffed nose going on. I just,
Whew,
'cause
clear
of
now.
Shit, but yeah. Oh, it is 12 degrees outside.
Oh, yeah, what's the weather?
12 degrees.
Oh, okay.
But it feels like 3.
I didn't think it felt
chilly.
like.
I don't really know who's determining what it feels like, but somebody else says that's what it feels like.
Jason, you want to take a rip?
Yeah.
There it is. It'll be over there
Well,
the rest of the
Jason's
show
taking
now.
a rip here. Why don't you, Ben, why don't you tell us what you've been
Oh
up
shit!
to?
I shook it. You're not supposed to shake it.
Oh,
my God.
Implode.
nothing.
We didn't even have the cover off.
Oh, he
Nothing.
shook it.
Well, I don't need it.
Well, here, let me just run it past your nose.
See if it stinks.
Take a little sniffer.
Nope.
You know, that was like rule number 2. Keeps going back. Yeah, you're supposed to close your eyes, remember?
There.
Close your eyes and shake it. You didn't do either.
Done with that.
Yeah.
Wow.
7 minutes from now.
I
they'll
told
be
the
like,
wife about us, and obviously she knew I got it, and after I got home, I was like, I kind of like it. Like, it wakes you up. It's a interesting feeling. And she's like, well, why didn't you bring it home? I think she wants to try it, so I'm going to have to let her try it.
But you know what you got to do is wait until she's sleeping.
Oh,
And then at like 2 in the morning, just kind of,
shove it right in her face.
just, what the fuck? When you said you wanted to try it,
Yeah.
that would be great.
We're going out to my parents' house tomorrow to celebrate our birthdays, so I'm going to bring that out there and let Mom and Dad take a little.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
That should be interesting.
Oh, you got to do a recorder on your phone. That's what
Wild
Steve's going to
cat.
say.
But don't tell him what it is. Just surprise him like that.
Yeah, your dad's going to put his fucking nose right in the
He would.
thing.
Yeah,
Benjamin!
flashbacks to that 45 or
right.
44 or whatever.
Yeah. What did I don't think I really did anything exciting this week. Nothing crazy, just worked, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like Chad, I did a lot of overtime this week. Well, it's not overtime, but I put in a lot of hours this week because we were 3 unexpected people out still, or continue to be out. So I was working a lot.
Thought he was done with it.
I mean, I know 6:30 isn't early to some of you guys, but it was 6:30 every day this week in the morning, and then Tuesday I think I was still there at 6 or a little after 6 o'clock at night.
How did you do it?
I don't know. Every night was after 5 o'clock before I left. It's your turn. Actually, yesterday I had to leave at 3:45 because if I hadn't, the hours I would have ended up being below minimum wage. So, no, I was so. I pushed through as much as I could yesterday. We had a.
We got a candy.
Yeah.
No, well, here. So here we had a jury trial on Wednesday and Thursday. So we have to provide meals for the jurors. Well, a lot of times what we'll do is we'll go to Domino's. We'll get Domino's, and then one day we'll do.
I would flip a shit if I am on jury duty and I get fucking pizza.
Yep.
Well,
We're
What?
gonna have words.
well, we
What
can
do you
talk.
expect to have?
Well,
Gonna do
I
the
don't know,
flame
even
with
some
fucking
lobster?
prime rib.
yeah, or even some club sandwiches with some fries.
Well-
crinkle cut.
Yeah, so a lot of times, depending on how many days the trial is, we'll do pizza usually the first day, And then the second day, if it's a 2-day deal, we'll go to Brazina's. And
Okay,
we'll have
now we're talking.
Brazina's. And then if they're deliberating past whatever time where we have to do dinner that same day, then we'll get pizza again, because that's just easiest. It's one of the easiest things to do. This week, though, I kind of switched it up. So I went down to Costco.
Bet you did.
I did. I went down to Costco and I got this. They come in these. I don't know if it's not the produce department. The meat department or
Deli?
the deli. And they had containers of chicken Alfredo. So I got 2 of those. It was like 4 or 5 pounds, whatever of that. Threw that in the crock pot on Wednesday, and that's what they had with you get those salad kits or whatever in the bag, and so they had chicken Alfredo and salad on Wednesday. Yesterday was going to be pulled pork, because at Costco they have these little containers of 2-pound containers of pulled pork, so I bought 3 of those and then one of those salad bags. Well, they started deliberating probably 9:30, 9:45 yesterday morning. So I'm thinking, hey, if they get this verdict in before lunchtime, my office is going to have a treat, because we'd already started making it. So it got to be, I don't know, close to 11 o'clock, and they were still deliberating. And the bailiffs had asked us then to bring the crock pots down to them so that they could have lunch, down there, or at least have it ready down there by 11:30. So when I did that, then of course, yesterday was the day that it had snowed a whole bunch. So then I had the people from my office then were like, well, we're not going to have pulled pork. You must be going to order us pizzas. So I ended up having to order pizzas for the office yesterday. But I don't know. I always
Taxpayer dollars.
Yeah,
No.
I was going to say, yeah, you're welcome.
that was
You're welcome.
no.
Yeah, I noticed my taxes went up. I got that in the mail.
That was out of my pocket.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So I feel like it's a easy enough thing to do, but I think it's a nice gesture.
Sure.
But
For sure.
at the same time, then I see all these memes on Facebook about,
Oh, yeah.
this is what we got. Well,
Yeah.
not to brag, but here's my bonus from the boss or whatever,
Yeah.
and it's a picture of a slice of pizza, and they have all these, that's the way that you get things.
But if it's truly coming out of your pocket.
It is.
Well, I'm saying coming out of your pocket, that's different. When it comes from a company, that's their
Right.
profit, not
Yeah.
their paycheck.
Yeah.
Well, in a lot of places, it's like, thanks for working 17 Saturdays in a row. We're
Right.
buying pizza for everybody.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I
Good
mean?
job.
It's a little different than, like, when I was at the CC and, was a soup. Like, there are a couple different times I'd like, hey, guys, here's our, if we can knock this goal, I'll buy pizza for everybody. And I bought it out of my own pocket, And I actually got yelled at by my boss for doing that. Like, you don't do that. The company buy it. And I'm like, no, I want to buy it for my guys, and gals.
Damn.
Yeah.
So we did, we had pizza yesterday, but yeah, I ended up leaving yesterday at 3:45, which, that was still an 8-hour day, which, whatever, or a 9-hour day. But I got home at about 4 o'clock, and I fell asleep on the couch until about 6. And by 7 o'clock, I was back in bed, and I slept until the morning.
Nice.
Until this morning. It was just...
Really just drained you.
I was just cashed.
Oh, fuck.
Can you imagine?
I
do it. I know
think
what you mean.
so. Yeah.
I do that. But
Do it
see,
every day.
I'm up at 2:30, and
Yeah.
I'm at work at 3:30
So you got me beat though. So
until 3:30 or 4 or whatever. The other night was 20 after 4 maybe. Or 4:30, something like that. Yeah, it was a long day.
yeah.
I don't like those days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Jason, you want to do
Yeah.
a little trivia?
sure.
Oh.
You guys want a little trivia?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
So given the Christmas season, holiday, festive,
Okay.
Jason has
We got.
Bring up his webpage here.
Okay. Well, so what popular Christmas song was actually written for Thanksgiving? Jingle Bells, Oh Holy Night, Silver Bells, Winter Wonderland.
Winter Wonderland for 500.
I was going to go Jingle Bells, but now I think it is Winter Wonderland.
You all are wrong. It's Jingle Bells.
That's
You
not.
fucked me up.
Well, that one's a gimme. That shouldn't even be. Jingle bells are not.
But
you
that
don't
wasn't going to be in it, I don't think. I remember this.
The Christmas song was actually written for Thanksgiving. What popular Christmas song?
I got the question.
Okay.
But I'm saying jingle, like you say that there's no bells at Thanksgiving.
Maybe there was back then.
Okay. Well,
Sure, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm just saying to me
Anyway.
that's a gimme. That's like, oh, okay, you can cross that one off. That's not going to be the answer.
in the movie Elf, what is the main character's favorite food? Candy canes, maple syrup, spaghetti with maple syrup, or Christmas cookies?
Like the movie The Elf, like with Will Ferrell.
Sure, I never seen it.
What the fun?
Yeah, same, but it's the spaghetti one, I think.
Yeah.
It's something to do with. Is it have something to do with the maple syrup? Doesn't he eat candy? Like, isn't his thing?
Well,
candy?
he eats everything, right?
Well-
And I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I've never sat
Why-
down and watched it.
Is Lacey's not a fan of Will Ferrell.
Correct.
That's what it is.
Yeah, but still, he's a. Them are funny movies.
Yeah,
He's in both those.
he is. That's why I'm like,
Well, then
there's something there.
Tell her to sit on the bucket.
Lacey, sit on the bucket.
Lacey, sit on the bucket. Jason's got to watch 2 movies this weekend. Or cuddle up next to him and laugh and fake it.
Send the boner garage out to the garage, and you
Yeah.
sit down and watch your shows.
I would go with the syrup one. Syrup.
It's spaghetti with maple syrup.
Yeah.
Which now I want to try that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Which Christmas song was written during a heat wave in California?
We're having a heat wave.
Winter Wonderland, The Christmas Song, Frosty the Snowman, Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow.
Let it snow.
Yeah, I would say let it
Huh?
snow.
I'm just to be different. I'm going to go with Frosty the Snowman.
Let It Snow.
Because again, it's like it should not be even
Yeah,
an
but
option.
At the end of Frosty the Snowman, he melts. And,
Have you seen Jack Frost?
yeah,
That's a good show.
Okay.
tearjerker.
What is Frosty the Snowman's nose made of?
Carrot.
A carrot, a candy cane, a coal, or a button?
I'm going with button.
Ooh. Button nose.
Yeah, corncob pipe and a button nose.
Corncob pipe and a button nose.
And
A
2
button.
eyes made out of coal.
Yeah, the button.
You guys are correct. It's a button.
But so I wonder where the carrot nose came from then.
Probably just easier and more noticeable.
Yeah.
Most Christmas cards sent in a year by one person.
Oof.
3,396.
45,000, 205,120, 12,987, 62,824.
62,000.
12,000.
Yeah, I would have guessed the 12,000.
62,824.
Why?
So clearly they just went down the phone book.
Well, you're going to have to explain what a phone book is for a lot of people.
Right.
That's a lot.
That's
a lot.
crazy.
That's a lot.
Why would you do that? I sent out 0.
Zero.
That's going to be like $30-some thousand in stamps.
Maybe they had forever stamps for 2
That could
cents.
be. That could be.
Okay. Are you ready?
Sure.
In the song 12 Days of Christmas, what is given on the 5th day?
5 golden rings.
Yep.
5 golden rings.
Good look at you.
Calling birds, French hens.
French hens.
Yeah,
Or
4
turtle
calling
doves.
birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves.
I'd rather have French maids.
Pear tree. Ooh. Slutvana.
Yes.
Alright.
She's not French, though.
That's fun.
Oh, shit.
You want more? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, give her
Okay,
beans.
Give a
it's
couple.
the season.
Okay, well.
'Tis the season.
When was the Christmas movie Miracle on 34th Street first released?
1934.
1940, 1955, 1947, or 1950?
I'm going with 47.
50.
So I was way off.
Yeah, you're definitely wrong.
You know what? What was it?
What do you want, the whole
No, what
question?
was the title of the movie?
A Miracle on 34th Street.
See, I was thinking that's where I said 1934. I was thinking
Yeah,
34th Street.
yeah.
So we're gonna have to go with 1940 then.
47.
47.
That's what, yeah.
That's what I meant.
Right.
That's
why
what I said
it.
in my head. I said that in my head,
Oh, you did.
but then it came out wrong.
Who is the main character in A Christmas Carol? The Grinch, Ebenezer Scrooge,
Yep.
Rudolph, or Frosty the Snowman?
Scrooge.
Scrooge.
Scrooge is it.
Oh, so going back though, things that we did last week, we went to see A Christmas Story,
Play.
the play.
Play. That was good. It was really good.
That was at the
actually.
Grand Theater.
Mhm. It was actually really good. I've never seen that movie either,
You're not missing much.
from start to finish. Bits and pieces, but
My brother-in-law will choke me out when he sees me for saying that, but
He likes it. Yeah.
huge fan of A Christmas Story.
Oh, really?
I usually watch it.
Chris loves it. I mean, it's okay, but it doesn't even crack probably my top 5 for Christmas movies.
No.
okay.
I guess I don't have a top 5 list for Christmas.
Oh.
Just
Speaking
whatever.
of- well, no.
The
yeah.
Christmas Story is on for 24 straight hours, though. I think every year since
Yeah,
I've been
it
born.
is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think TNT.
Yeah, one of the
Yeah.
channels.
But we were saying that if Die Hard is a Christmas movie, then
No, you were saying
Mean,
nobody else was saying that.
Mean Girls is a Christmas movie
Mm-hmm.
because they do the Christmas rock.
Pageant. or
Have you guys
whatever.
ever seen Polar Express?
Yep.
Just
Polar Express, Tom
the
Hanks.
train that
and the
comes
train?
through town? Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then this is probably not going to be for you, but in the Polar Express, what is the first gift from Christmas? First gift of Christmas. A bell from Santa's sleigh, a toy train, a magic lantern, or a storybook.
I honestly don't know. I'm going to say storybook.
I'm going to go with. What was the first 2 options?
A bell from Santa's sleigh, or a toy train, a magic lantern, or a storybook.
I'm going to go with a magic lantern.
I'm
gonna
going to
go-
go with Toy Train
I'm gonna
because
say
it's about
lantern.
the Polar Express.
I mean, it's a train movie-ish.
I'm gonna go Lantern.
It's a bell from Santa's sleigh.
Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
So here's one more. I'll
Shut
do
up.
this, and then we can.
Shut up, bitches.
And you can read a little story out of Jason's book here in a second. But who was the original?
Oh, okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Who originally recorded Blue Christmas? Dean Martin, Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra, or Elvis Presley?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Who originally recorded Blue Christmas?
I'm going to go Elvis.
I'll blue.
Frank Sinatra.
Well, it's
Yeah.
Elvis.
It is Elvis.
Yeah.
So
How
that
do you
was
not
fun.
know that he died on your birthday?
I know he did. Like 2 years after I was born.
So I had something I wanted to...
No. Like 8 years before you were born.
Was it 8 years before?
Yeah, it
Yeah, he was like born.
77 or 76.
Yeah, way before.
He was, before
Yeah.
you were.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was on my birthday.
Definitely.
So
1977.
See? This is the year Jason was born.
That's when I was.
That's what I meant to say.
Right.
I thought it, but it didn't.
I was
show
even
that way.
alive when Elvis was alive. I was alive when Elvis was alive. That means I'm fucking old.
For
dude.
about 4 months.
So I watched the Pat McAfee show a lot, and maybe a month or so ago, he went and saw the Taylor Swift Eras tour or whatever. It was in Indianapolis, and on the show he raved about what an amazing concert it was. And I'm not a big Taylor Swift fan, you know.
I second that emotion.
I know a few of her songs, obviously, you know, but I thought it was kind of interesting. Like, I'm like, wow, I know Pat's taste in music based on watching him ever since he started his first podcast back in the day. And Taylor Swift isn't in that genre, you know what I mean? So I'm like, that kind of piqued my curiosity. So
You watched it.
yeah, so one day this week while I was working, I always have the TV on in the background, and it was on the Disney
What day did we watch that?
streaming service or whatever.
Monday.
So
Monday night.
I watched it, and it was good.
The Eras tour.
Yeah, yep. Because they made a movie out of it,
Yeah,
or whatever, and it's on Disney.
Is that like 3 hours or 4 hours long?
Like 3.5
Yeah.
hours long,
Yeah.
and it was pretty crazy. Like, she sang the entire time. Like, there was no breaks. There was no other than like 2 minutes for a wardrobe change and like the set changes or whatever, you know. And so my wife is a pretty big Taylor Swift fan, and she used to work with a gal who was like a Taylor Swift mega fan, so she knew a bunch of stuff about it. But I had heard that, like, how much her tour overall grossed, and so like I started looking a little bit like interesting stuff about it, and I was going to share some, like, because it's honestly pretty mind blowing. So her Eras tour made $2.2 billion in sales for that whole tour.
More than some countries' GDPs.
During the Seattle tour dates, fans were like dancing or whatever, you know, moving so much in the stadium, they caused a 2.3 magnitude earthquake. It takes a team of over 90 trucks to transport all of the set, the everything for the Era tours. So there's 90 trucks that go from site to site. I didn't know this, but apparently like a big thing that Swifties do is like these friendship bracelets, like they make or whatever. So friendship bracelet swag has led to a spike in jewelry sales since the Era tour has began. And Michael's stores, the craft store or whatever, and those stores that are in tour cities have reported a 300 to 500% increase in bead and jewelry sales for like the month or two leading up to the concert hitting their town.
Wow.
So Taylor gave out more than $55 million in bonuses to everybody who works on the tour, which that's pretty cool. The excuse me. The global economic impact of that tour, like what it did for the global economy, is estimated at $13 to $28 billion, which is equal to or greater than many small countries.
Oh yeah, when you were getting thousands of dollars a ticket.
The average ticket price is $240.
Well, I mean, saying some of them were like
At first.
thousands of
Until you
dollars.
Yeah,
resell.
first.
Yeah,
Some
resell it,
like
scalp
Brazil actually made a new law to prevent tickets being scalped
Gouged.
Perfect.
for her show. So they made it like if you got caught scalping tickets, it was
Death.
like $1,000 fine and
off
like
with the
time
head.
in jail or something like that. They
Damn.
made a super strict law. But yeah, I mean, obviously there's a reselling market and stuff, but I was shocked because I thought prices were like thousands.
Right.
They are thousands.
Right. But maybe I guess when you average like the bad seats with the
Sure.
good seats and, you know, some of the smaller venues,
More,
I don't
yeah.
know. But yeah, according to Google, that was one of the things that popped up when I was Googling stuff because I expected it to be much higher. So it's estimated that each city that the tour hit saw an economic boost from $300 to $500 million just from the concert being there. And this one I thought was pretty cool. So she started physically training for the tour 6 months before it started. And every single day she would run on the treadmill, and while she ran on the treadmill, she would sing the entire set list, which is over 40 songs and took over 3 hours.
Wow.
And she did that every day.
Jesus.
And she said that, like, for the fast songs, she would run on the treadmill.
Sure.
For the slow songs, she would walk, and the like medium pace songs, she would jog. And I was just like, could you imagine? But I mean, when you watch the show, right? Like, she's always dancing. She's always, and I mean, she's actually singing. You can tell, like, she's not just lip syncing. So, I mean, I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, but that's, I mean, kudos to her. That's pretty cool.
I mean, I guess dedication.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
Well, I mean, if you're going to get $2.2 billion, I could run on a treadmill every day for 6 months if I was going to get that.
Yeah, I mean, even a percentage of that, I probably would too.
Yeah. But I mean, I just was like, wow, that's pretty crazy, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, you kind of have to, right? Because I mean, I feel like a lot of people probably lip sync when they do a concert. You know, if they do a lot of the dancing, because it's very difficult to sing well and do a lot of physical exertion at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that was pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
So, I don't know.
Random
shit of the day.
I have yet to see it, and I'm just not sure I'm going to.
So my daughter is a Swiftie fan.
Okay.
So she's always watching that fucking thing on TV.
Yeah.
One second, this will be real quick. So when I switched the providers from Verizon to Spectrum, I lost because as a perk with Verizon, one of your benefits is the
Disney
Hulu and Disney
the
Plus.
bundle.
Yep, the bundle. So I got a text message from Kaylee, and she's like, Uncle Nathan, did you get rid of Disney Plus? I responded back to her. I'm like, yeah, I got a message from him, said that the Taylor Swift tour was watched too much, and that but I had forgot that the switch made me lose it, so I quick resubscribed. But so then her day was fine. I think it might have been yesterday even when.
That's funny.
But, all right, sorry.
Yeah, so she was watching it yesterday. Actually, what had happened was our TV shit the bed on Monday, so we had to go get a new TV.
Yeah.
And,
Bigger.
And no, it's 55. It's big enough right on the wall where
it is a big TV, yeah.
And anyway, so she was playing that show up on. I didn't know a single song she sang.
Really?
Not a one. Until I don't know how far it was into the movie or the whatever. Until it was "We'll Never Getting Back Together" or whatever.
Oh
You
yeah.
ever heard that one?
Never, ever. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that song before.
Okay.
But all the way from the beginning to then, how an hour or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't understand. I didn't know a song.
Yeah. So I mean,
Not
I'm
one.
like I said, I'm not a big fan. I only watched it just because McAfee talked it up so much on his podcast about or his show how cool it was, and so. It was Thursday actually because the kids didn't have school.
Yeah.
So normally in the background I've got like a cop show or an action movie or something running while I'm working, you know. But Steven was home from school, so I'm not doing that while he's there, you know. So I'm like, well, I'll just put on something, you know, that doesn't have violence or whatever. So I was like, oh, that's a good opportunity to put that on. And my wife was working from home that day because of the roads, and she's like, she was out in the kitchen working. And she's like, are you fucking watching Taylor Swift? And I was like, why in the fuck would I be watching Taylor Swift? Yeah, good point. Then a couple more minutes went by. She's like, you are fucking watching Taylor Swift. And I was like, yeah, I am. McAfee is talking about it on the show. And she's like, shut it off. I want to watch that. And I was like, well, go ahead, because I'm not ever going to like sit down and watch it.
Yeah.
I just have it on while I'm working, you know?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my God. And all of a sudden I heard her, she's like, oh, it's the red era. She's like, I wanted to see this part. And she comes running out or whatever. And I'm like, okay. But it was kind of funny. I was like, I don't know, maybe 15 or 20 minutes in. And I was like, Kristen, I'm like almost a half hour in. I haven't known a single one of these songs yet.
Not a one.
She's like, they're all hits. And I'm like, I haven't known any of them yet. And I mean, I know like the Shake It Off one and the one you said the haters going to hate or whatever. Yep. And, there's probably 4 or 5 of them that I knew and I could have sang along to, but for the most part, I didn't know any of them.
Yeah,
but,
I didn't know.
I mean, it was cool. It was worth the watch. I mean,
Well, because I asked Lacey, I go, isn't she a fucking country singer? Not anymore. That's from Kaylee.
Yeah.
That was the old Taylor. Taylor is dead. Or whatever she says in the movie. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's in the song.
The one song's 10 frickin' minutes long.
Yeah.
Like she thinks she's Meatloaf.
And
or something.
Kaylee knows the
Dashboard
whole,
Lights.
every word for word.
I would say pretty much every single person in that stadium probably knew every word to every song. I mean,
You can hear her bellowing from down the hall. And with that music going. And she knows every song word for word.
Yeah.
The whole fucking 3 hours of it.
Yeah.
Ask them what their English teacher said in class the other day. Oh, nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
But I know every song.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean,
But I mean, it's no different than the shit we listened to when we were that age.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
you knew every,
Yeah.
Yeah. Garth Brooks song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does seem like...
Now there's a country artist.
There's a good country artist, one of the
Yeah.
best.
Does it seem like every decade maybe has like that one singer that's just like
Off the charts.
off? So like in the 80s was Michael Jackson, and
I feel like Taylor Swift is a whole nother level, though.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, I
Garth
don't.
Brooks was the same way in the 90s.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like Garth appealed to a very specific
Yeah.
demographic, and I feel like Taylor Swift is
A lot
like,
more
I used to
broad.
just think it was a lot of like teeny boppers, right?
Right.
But I mean, it's not. I mean, it's like Kristen, we're in our 40s, right? And she has a coworker who I think is younger than Kristen, but I mean, like hardcore, like just, like, and I told Kristen, I'm like, what a trip it's got to be in a stadium like that, surrounded by 70 to 100,000 people.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, she did a thing where she's like, I want to try something. And she it kind of got quiet and she pointed and that section got loud and then she just walked it around the stadium, and just what a mind fuck that has to be.
Yeah.
Dance my puppets.
Yeah. Well, every single person there fucking loves you. And probably most of those people would jump in front of a bullet for you,
Right.
you are their world. That's just kind of crazy to think about,
Yeah, I'm not, like you said, I'm not a Swift fan or whatever, but what she has done, good for her.
And I mean,
congratulations.
They can spin out stuff however they want in media and all that, but I mean, she
Right.
does seem like a genuinely
Yep.
good human being.
Yeah, except she apparently is sucking the talent out of fucking Travis Kelce.
I don't know if that's called talent that she's sucking out of him.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
Well, it must be because the son of a bitch averages 7.5 points max now.
It's because he's drained.
Yeah,
banging a billionaire, dude. He's got more important shit to do.
Yeah.
I have a fantasy football team to run, okay?
He's got a fantasy life to live.
Yeah, well, he can live it after week 16. Son of a bitch is about to get cut.
Oh, please.
Sit his ass on the bench.
I'm thinking about it. I'm going to pull a Kirk Cousins.
Speaking of that, have any of you guys watched the Aaron Rodgers documentary on Netflix?
No,
I
I
have
just seen
not.
that today.
Oh yeah, I was just about to.
No, I have not.
No, it is interesting.
Good?
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah.
Is that the one that's based on his book, the Out of the Closet one that we talk about?
No, it's not. It's a totally separate
It's a
thing.
separate thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was good.
Is
It's
he-
interesting.
And obviously it's about him, but is he Aaron it? He's...
They follow him.
They do,
It's
okay.
a documentary. They followed him for
Okay.
a couple years. Yeah.
I'll have to watch, I guess, maybe.
It was interesting. Yeah. I thought it was pretty cool. I had it on my list that I wanted to watch, and then all the shit went down between Aaron Rodgers and Ryan Clark this last week or whatever. If you saw any of that shit going on in
I don't think
the
so.
media. So then that just drove me to watch
Watch it.
even more, but yeah.
Couple hour thing, or...
I think there's 3 episodes and each one's around an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It was good though. I liked it.
All right. I almost forgot. We have one of these things.
Oh, emails?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Maybe.
Timmy, wake up.
Tim, you're up to bat.
I got
Hey.
mail! Yay!
I got mail! Yay! I got mail!
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, good! Yay!
Yeah,
Quiet
yeah.
down, Timmy.
Go back in your room.
I tried to. Tried to get him to do it just once.
If only you had a button that you could just click to stop that when you wanted
You
to.
would think this would be easy.
You know, it probably even has the seconds on the bottom. It tells
Probably.
you when to stop.
No, I don't think so.
Next week the computer will be over there. We'll
No.
see what the fuck
There you go.
happens.
Bring that bitch on over.
We got a follow-up message here from Michael.
Michael.
He said, I did not put any dough piss in my lip to shoot this buck.
Oh,
So it was a fluke.
got lucky.
The buck was lost.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do it again, actually. He said, I gauge when I
The
smell
dough
it.
piss or the buck?
The dough piss.
Oh, okay.
He said, I gauge when I smell it. I actually did some aggressive...
You what? Gauge?
Gig.
Gagged, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Oh, gag. Okay, gag.
Yeah.
I gag when I smell it. I actually did some aggressive grunting, and this buck came in.
Oh.
I've done some aggressive grunting a couple times.
I do it on the bucket.
I was after a bigger one I saw the night before, but didn't get a clear shot. But this one came in, and I'm a meat hunter. Of course, like normal, I hit it where I was supposed to, but the guts were hit. Seems like the bullet always blows up and wrecks the guts. I could shoot a deer in the head, and the guts would be hit.
That's talent.
Uh-huh.
That is a talent.
I've been using a 308, but I think I'm going to switch to my
Howitzer.
270. Never had this problem until I started using the 308. And yes, I did hang the nuts in the tree. I usually do unless I really have to go out of my way to put them in a tree. I've shot a lot of deer, but only a few bucks. One more thing. Oh God, no.
Oh, I hope it's a picture.
No.
Oh.
So I like I said, I don't read the emails because I want to be just as surprised as everyone else.
I'm excited now.
It says, one more thing. Are we serious about this sending in pictures of poop? I basically live to poop. It's something I'm good at. Fun fact for Packers fans, eat a lot of corn and drink a lot of grape pop or Kool-Aid the night before a game. The next day you'll see green and gold in the toilet. Rock on.
I live to poop too, buddy, so challenge accepted.
Yeah, so, oh gosh, we're going to have dueling.
Yeah, I think Nate said that he likes them pictures.
Yeah.
Screensaver or something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you might as well send one in.
Yeah, shit pics.
Well, then
Screensaver.
we'll see the, well, because
Green
this will
and
be
gold.
the next episode. So last week's episode, if you watch on the YouTube or on Spotify video, you'll see that there's a
Shit
couple
pics.
shit pics.
So when you said screensavers, it made me think Dave, who was the guest on here a while back, he had a duplex that he lived in at one point, and me and a couple of buddies were over there or whatever, and he went to get food or something. I don't know, he left anyways. So while I was gone, in the corner of his living room, he had his computer on his computer desk, and so while I was gone, I Googled a bunch of gay porn, and I saved all the pictures, and then I set that as those pictures as a screensaver, So and I just, went back about my business, and he came back home, and, we had the food, and we were sitting there watching TV and stuff, and all of a sudden I hear, what the fuck? What is going on? He was not. I really hoped he wouldn't notice it until,
Yeah.
nobody was there, like maybe his parents came over or something.
Yeah.
Like that was what I was really hoping for, but it was still good.
Hey, check this out. I'll show you an email.
Yeah.
What the?
I could. Oh, Jason Lacey called me over to their house one day last week or the week before. They had to get their antivirus or security
yep.
updated. I mean, if I would do that on their computer, it would stay like that forever because
Yep.
I don't think either one of them would know how
Why
to
haven't
change it. I never thought of it until just now.
You should.
What?
Nothing.
Good. How are you?
No, you're not going to put gay porn on there. I'll fucking throw it in the garbage can. I don't give a shit.
Just do a Gary Allen picture slideshow.
Just nothing. But Gary Allen.
I mean, that's basically gay porn, anyways.
Yeah, it's similar.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
I would imagine.
Sickos. Well, do Do you guys have any news, or do you want to read?
I have
read a little bit of the book.
I guess
or
an
you wanna-
old one that's a new one
Interesting.
at the same time.
Okay.
It was just I don't have all the details.
Sounds like he's Michael J. Fox. This is
no,
an
no,
oldie
you-
but a goodie.
Yeah.
When I read it, you'll know.
What's a rerun?
Well, it's about that Wisconsin guy from down south that faked his own death.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys see that in the
Yeah.
news?
Yeah.
He fled to Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this guy faked his own death
Mhm.
with like a kayaking,
Yep.
and then
Because he left his cell phone on the beach then or something like that.
well, sure, I don't know,
Yep.
maybe
He did.
I didn't read the whole thing. It just said that, and he took out a life insurance policy on himself, and then he had an e-bike stored on the shore. So he tipped it over on August 12th.
Mhm.
And then he somehow got back to shore and let the kayak and whatever go down. And he took the e-bike and he rode it to Madison. So again, I don't exactly remember where he was, but he rode this e-bike to Madison. And then he took a bus to Michigan.
Oh.
And then from Michigan, he went into Canada and then took a plane to Uzbekistan.
Oh, Uzbekistan?
Yeah, where he met his girlfriend.
Huh. That's a hell of a road trip.
And yeah, they from the beginning, I guess the detectives and stuff thought it was there was something that set it off, that it wasn't just a kayaking death. You know, looked into it, blah blah blah. So he is now back in the United States, and he is being charged with, I don't know all of the things, but the second day that he was back in the U.S., she filed for divorce.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Huh.
But, yeah, you got to go some... I mean, he obviously didn't do a great job, but he went some lengths
He
to
tried.
make it happen. I mean, hiding
Yeah.
the bike and then a couple different states and then to fly out.
Right.
Right. Wow.
There was definitely some planning involved.
Right.
How do you get on a plane, though? I mean,
Well, I'm sure if it's within the first few days, I don't know if the
But there's
ticket's
gonna
already
be-
bought
there's gonna be
or...
records of it, though.
Well, I'm sure after they started investigating it, and,
Right.
you know, I don't know if he switched his name or, you know, shaved his head or whatever, but yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
Huh.
Brings back the memories of, you know, Slutvana.
Speaking
Sure,
of
that's got to be the
Slutvana,
same.
Speaking of Slutvana,
Yeah.
do you know why the sexual position reverse cowgirl is a sin in Alabama?
Reverse cowgirl. You see your sister's name? I don't know.
Because you never turn your back on family. Yep.
Oh, that's funny. That's good. Oh, that's kind of like the one that's Stogie, a guy at work, Stogie. He always tells us a joke, usually once a day, if not 2 or 3. And he said that this week's one that stood out was something about, I'll screw it up. He said something along the lines of, you know how I know I'm good at sex? He goes, because when me and the wife are done fucking, the neighbors even have a cigarette.
Jeez.
Wow.
But that's shit like that all the time. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
I look forward to it all the time when he's got
Nice.
something to say.
Nothing wrong with that. I don't think I mean, I got a few news, I guess. Or do you want to read something out of the book?
Yeah, read half a paragraph, or a paragraph, half a chapter.
Should we just start it?
Let's start it.
You could do a new segment, like 5-minute reads or
5
something.
gallon. 5
The
gallon.
5-Gallon Guide to Success. How an unexpected bucket became my throne and launched my $1 million business dream. Chapter 1.
This sounds like a fucking book on tape.
Oh, you could
He
do a
always
book
wanted
on
to do this.
Yep.
either
Chapter 1.
hour a day.
The Throne in the Garage. The unexpected arrival of the bucket. The day it all began is forever etched in my memory. Not because it was particularly remarkable, but rather because it heralded the arrival of my newfound throne. Picture this. A typical Saturday in my garage, cluttered with the remnants of 1,000 half-finished projects, odd bits of machinery, black 12-inch long dildos, and hunting gear that well, let's be honest, hadn't seen action since the last hunting season. I was knee-deep in my usual woodwork project, chips flying everywhere, when my beloved wife, Lacey, swung open the garage door and announced the arrival of what would become an unexpected catalyst for a comedic transformation in my life, a 5-gallon bucket. Now, this was not your run-of-the-mill bucket by any stretch of the imagination. This was a bucket that had witnessed more than its fair share of life experiences, full of spackle, paint residues, and probably a dash of mystery goo from my son. In her ongoing attempt to organize the garage, Lacey had plopped this bucket firmly in front of my workbench, effectively stopping my woodworking momentum dead in its tracks. As I stared at this awkwardly oversized container, it struck me that this bucket could quickly become a vital player in the saga of my existence. What a beautiful throne, I thought, as I recalled my battles with the family bathroom during our house-wide no-bathroom epidemic, which was, of course, caused by some plumbing disaster that always seemed to coincide with my most urgent bowel needs.
Ball needs.
Very nice.
It goes on for 250 pages.
Damn.
That's my book too.
I can see why it's a bestseller.
It is. It's a what was it? New York Times bestseller.
Yeah.
It grips the audience and just.
It sucked me right in.
It was like
Like
I
a
was.
tractor beam.
I
Yeah.
felt like I was in the.
I didn't want to
to
stop reading.
It was good. All right. Should we do these wrap up things? We got deemedfit.co, promo code HickTales.
Supposed to do that.
Gonna do some more smelling salts.
Hits.
Yeah. Chad got whammed.
Oh shit! I just got it. Oh.
It's like instant karma.
Yeah.
It's there.
Just listening, Ben shook up the smelling salts and put them right into Chad's face.
I didn't think it'd be close enough to get.
No, not here. That's close.
Just a couple inches.
And shaking it up does.
Yeah, it seems to work.
It really potents it up. Oh.
All right, so we got the deemedfit.co. That's the website. You go to use promo code HickTales, and you can get some percentage off on that. Go to the website, talesfromthehicks.com. Send us an email, hicks@talesfromthehicks.com. We get a rating.
Yeah, this is a 5-star for sure.
We got a 5-er.
Banger.
Yeah.
We got
That's
a
a
banger
banger.
on here.
Yep.
Banger.
Smash that like button and share it with everybody you know, and especially the
Yeah.
ones you don't.
And I think the next time that you'll hear from us will probably be in 2025.
So far away. Another
Yes.
year away.
Seems
a
like
year away.
A year. You won't hear from us until next year.
I can smell that from over here.
And for the ones that are still listening from this year, thank you.
Yes.
Yes,
That was
thank
a
you.
good first year, I think.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun.
For sure.
It was fun.
So, until next year,
Oh, there it was.
have a good week.
Yep.
Shut up,
Yes.
bitches.
Adios.
Shut up, bitches.